Yes people, welcome back to another video. So in this week's episode I am in the Cairngorms in Scotland, and for the next couple nights I'm going to see what it's like to live in a camper van. We're going to be kayaking, doing a little bit of wild swimming, and as always cooking up some banging scran. Let's go. Well, what do you reckon? Not bad, eh? I wish I could say she were mine, but she's not. But she is my home on wheels for the next couple of nights. Now, before any adventure, we need to go get some supplies. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, you see one of them reduced, you're having it. I feel like I brought bloody weekly shop with me. So this is Effie, a Mercedes Sprinter camper van, and my home for the next 2 nights. And I'm going to thoroughly enjoy getting a little taste of van life. And after last night's shocking night in the Hillyberg, it's going to be good to have a couple nights of luxury. Full on double bed. Would you look at that for service? I've not even been on this bed yet. Tunnocks. Legendary, that stuff. And I've only been in it 5 minutes and I've already filled it full of junk food. Well, I say junk food. Fruit platter there. I'm not even sure what to do this evening, to be honest. We've only got like an hour and a half before sunset. There is a lock with a beach, literally 30-second walk, which is why I'm at this park up spot for tonight. So we're going to get the kayak out, but I'm not sure whether I should get it out tonight or get it out first thing in the morning. I'm going to chill out for a little bit and then decide. I don't want to be breaking any of their plates, so here's one I made earlier. Got it from home. Couple of rice cakes and a bit of smashed avocado, vibrant and spicy. Simple avocado blended with seasoning and a touch of chilli. That'll do for starters, won't it? Till I get that bad boy pizza on go later. Gonna go have a little mooch down near this beach, see what the crack is. Looks like we could be even on for a sunset. Oh man, look at this. Wow. I don't want to get sand in my toes like, but that is mega. Yeah, do you know what? Are we getting kayak out? We might as well, aren't we? It's quiet. We've got less than an hour before the sun sets. But we can have a little spin, can't we? 20 minutes or something. Well, we've not sunk yet. I ain't got enough hands. Remember, my rowing skills aren't very good, so no judging. Especially when I've got a GoPro on my chest and a 360 camera mounted under my arse crack and an annoying dog yapping away. Footy's on tonight. I've got more signal out here than I have in that van. I might watch game out here in dark, get my down gear on. Too many things to think about. Phone in my hand, GoPro here, 360 camera up my arse crack. I've got my paddle, or my oar, whatever you call it. Anyway, let's get this phone away, man, before we have a casualty. Sick, man. Chilling. Tempted to have a little dip, but I could really regret that. because I'll be freezing. I'm going to head back now though, because sun's gone behind the mountains and it's starting to get cold. And if we are going to encounter any problems with this vessel, I'd rather it not be in the dark. So I might as well bring it over back to the van before letting it down.
3,000 years later.
Why don't they make these bags just a little bit bigger? I must have spent more time putting the f***er away than I did out on the f***er. Excuse my French. Back inside now, I've turned the gas on at the back. There's a main bottle. So I'm going to give that a test. Yeah, man. I'm also going to check how stealthy the van looks from the outside. Now it's more or less dark. So that's the van with the main lights on. Can't see out. That's class. The only little bit you can see is that little cracking curtain. Obviously I can pull that closed. So yeah, that's good. And that's the main lights on inside the tent. Right, I think it's tea time then. Let's get this oven fired up. So I've gone for a Pizza Company barbecue chicken and bacon bonanza. A classic takeaway style pizza base smothered with rich barbecue sauce, loaded with tangy barbecue chicken, mixed vegetables and smoky bacon. That sounds alright, you know. Sort of a Domino's rip-off, innit, with branding. But I'm sure it'll be nice. And I got some of that garlic dip as well. Not only has this got the double bed, but you've also got over here the option to sleep across there, or even better, you can pull, I think it's this wood out, it goes on them wing nuts there, and then you use the back cushions and you can make another bed. Gas mark 6, pizza's going in. Right then, pizza time, let's check this. Red hot, man, obviously, it's just come out of the oven. Life's good, man. Got a steaming red hot pizza, garlic and herb dip. I've just whacked diesel heater on as well. That'll be getting nice and toasty in here very soon. And then I think I'll close these vents. I've had that wide open, and then I've had this vent on as well, drawing the air out. Obviously, just while we've been cooking.
See how it goes. We'll get the ring with it. As soon as I heard the ring went ahead, I was like, we're in trouble. I don't know what's gonna happen now, but it won't be good.
Well, good morning. Slept like an absolute corpse. I actually fell asleep a lot earlier than anticipated. I was supposed to watch footy at 8 o'clock. I had that pizza. I didn't even do any more filming. Chilled out in bed thinking, yeah, I'll watch something for an hour first, then I'll try watch footy. And I was gone. Woke up at 5 AM. What a sleep. So this morning, whilst it's nice and quiet and still early, I'm going to do a circular walk around this lock. I think it's about 6 kilometres. I might even do a little jog at times, just for a bit of exercise first thing. And then we can decide what we're doing today and move on to the next location. We might be having a taste of van life, but we're still in ultralight mode. Right, we're on the trail now, so it's just under 4 miles, or at least the route is that I've plotted on my phone. We are on the old logging way, and we are hiking through Glenmore Forest. It's looking like some of it hugs the actual shoreline around the lock, and then the rest of it seems to be through these forest dirt tracks. But it's good getting out nice and early, and hearing all wildlife. And I will be walking pretty briskly this morning. I don't know if it's because I was just so toasty warm last night, but I'm feeling the cold this morning. It's only like 4 degrees, but still. We're just on a track that's overlooking the road and the lock. Whenever I'm in any sort of outdoor environment, hiking or whatever, I feel weird when I don't have a rucksack on. I actually feel like I'm missing some all the time. Seems to be littered with shrooms all along the edge of the path. That is one thing I probably should do a little bit of learning about. Which ones you can pick, which ones you can safely eat. But it just seems like a risky business to me, that. But I suppose that's why you learn, so then you know which ones to pick and which ones to avoid. It does seem very thick and dense in there. I can see a lot of fallen trees as well. Certainly not somewhere I'd want to be hiking or camping in windy conditions. Now that is stunning, and it's not going to be long before the sun pops up. There you are, look, you can see the road that leads up to the Cairngorm Mountain Centre, and you can see the summit of Cairngorm. So Ben McDewey must be there, mustn't it, if that's the tallest? Unless it's behind those. Certainly in that direction. Imagine this for a little wild camping spot, right next to the lock. Plenty of trees if you fancied a night in dangler. Here's a question for you. If a worm is cut in half, can it grow into 2 new worms?
Bonjour.
If there's one thing I've learnt about van life already, diesel heaters are a must. Coming in from the cold out there, getting back to the van, sticking heater on, 28 degrees. Within 5 minutes, man, the van is warming up very, very nicely. Right then, I think the time has come to move to the next location. Area, man, what a road. Now on single track lanes, hopefully don't encounter anyone coming the opposite way. First proper sightings of the lock that we're going to be spending the night near. Hopefully we can find somewhere suitable to park up for the night. What do you reckon then? Do you think this will do for a spot? Can't see it being a busy road, can you? I've only literally seen 1 car and 1 quad bike in the like half an hour that I've been here. So I should be chilling. Can a fruit platter be beaten? It's a tough one. Even if it is one day out of date. No, I'm not camping, but I am going to use it as an opportunity to dry my tent out from overnight. Got to make most of this sun, and obviously by the time I get back to Bradford it'll have been festering in my rucksack for 3 days or whatever, so I'll best dry it out. I've finished my fruit platter, but I am still a bit peckish, you know, so I think it's time to crack these bad boys on. Cajun onion rings. I'm not sure if any of you lot remember when I lost my drone, crashed it and the camera snapped. Well, it's still going strong. You can see all the glue there. I literally just glued the gimbal back together where the plastic clean snapped. Now the only issue with it is when it flies, it's stable, but it has a slight little tilt, and there's nothing I can do about that for some reason. I don't know why it's done it. I've glued it exactly as it was, but it's just slightly tilted, so I have to zoom in ever so slightly when I'm editing it and rotate it back to straight, so then obviously you lose a little bit of quality then by doing that zoom. But for what I use it for, it'll do for now. I'm just surprised that this glue's still hanging in there. I'm getting ready for it to snap every time I use it, but at least it's still going strong. Saves me having to fork out on a new one for now. And then I usually bring, on a trip like this when weight didn't make a difference, I bring my pack of 3 batteries. Normally I'd just make sure one of them's charged and just keep that inside the drone. And then I always pack it inside this rab beanie, so I put the drone straight in there, and then in this dry bag. The rab beanie just helps protect the drone a little bit, sort of. And then this is the controller, the old style, the one where you have to plug your phone into it and then use the screen from your phone. The newer ones have got like a built-in screen, which is what I definitely get when I upgrade the drone eventually. Bon appétit. Nice and crunchy as well. And no, they're not burnt. It's because they're Cajun, so they're darker. I wasn't even going to bother today, but that water looks far too inviting to not get the kayak out. Glad I came back out on water, man. With that sun behind me shining, it's actually nice and warm. I did put my woolly hat on because it was a bit chilly, but now I'm out here, you soon work up a sweat paddling away. You can see the van over there. Might be able to see my GoPro as well if I zoom in. Where is it? It's not being nicked, is it? Where actually is it? God knows, I'm sure it's still there. Whoa, further away than I thought, man. Let's head back.
Oh, shit! It's fucking freezing, man!
You know. Oh shit. Oh, I've never really tried that cold water shit before, but fuck me. It's weird, it's now I'm out, my body feels hot. I'm not cold. I feel hot. Does that make sense? Is that normal? Feels good though. Not a bad place to chill, is it? And enjoy the last little bit of sunset. Well, I guess the sun has officially set. But what a chilling evening, man. I've really enjoyed these past couple days, to be fair. I feel like I've not done a right lot. I've just chilled out, man. Even the driving between the two places were only like an hour's drive, if that. But when you've done 7 hours to get up here and then 7 hours tomorrow morning to get back down to Bradford, you don't really want to do too much driving on a trip like this. It's just been nice to experience a camper van, because it is something that I am genuinely considering. And in a way, it's like I sort of regret borrowing it, because all it's done is confirm I definitely need to get one of these. But financially, I'm just not quite there yet. But one day, we will make it happen. And if I do get one, I'd like it to be a big one like this. One that I can literally live out of if I want to. And although this isn't a proper promotional video or out like that, they don't know I'm going to say this, but big shout out to Cuckoo Campers. Basically, the owner watches my videos, and she said, if you're ever up in Scotland near the Cairngorms and you fancy a couple nights out in a camper van, just let me know and we'll lend you one. So big shout out to them. So it's definitely only fair that I mention them. So it's Cuckoo Campers, deluxe, custom built, dog friendly camper vans for hire in Inverness, the start of the NC 500. cuckoocampers.co.uk. So they've got this one, which is Effie, and then they've got another one called Ed. And it's an independent, small, local business in Scotland. So if you are interested, just check them out. I don't know if you've seen earlier, but when I was doing that time lapse, a van pulled up, a camper van. And I couldn't quite tell what he said to me. He either said, are you camping there tonight? Or he said, are we allowed to camp here tonight? Or he said, can I camp here tonight, as in him? I just said yeah, so I don't know if he's coming back here or what. I've got my firebox with me. I'm going to do it down on these pebbles so that I don't scorch the ground. Oh, loving this heat. I hope I don't stink of smoke though. Probably gonna, aren't I? So, tea time then. So we are having the wee breakfast pack. It's literally called Wee Breakfast Pack, and it is 2 beef loin slices, 2 pork links, and 2 black pudding slices. I'm not going to eat all that right now, I don't think, so I might have, I don't know, we'll see. We'll have a look. And I'm sure Cuckoo Campers will be pleased to know that I'm not using their pans. However, I am sacrificing using my jet boil frying pan on a fire. Whoa, that's been a big no-no for me in past. I usually bring a cheaper pan, but I guess we'll have to make do. This could do with these flames dying off a little bit. Yeah, we should be alright. I have borrowed a little bit of olive oil from the van though. Oh yes. Listen to that sizzle. In with a beef slice, and then in with both black puddings. Happy days, man, happy days. Don't want to burn this handle. But I'm loving the warmth as well. Lovely looking, fat, f***ing dirty grub with a nice warm fire. Lovely view. Stunning sunset in the background. What more can you ask for? And I'm only 5 seconds away from my home for the night. And the moon's out.
Moony!
I'm pleased to say that definitely all looks cooked to me. So let's get this plated up. We've got one more thing to whack in. Tatty scones. 3 of them suckers. Get them in. While they're cooking, I'm going to tuck into some of this. So we'll start off with the beef, whatever it is. Yeah, man. Sausages. Far too hot to just go diving into. Oh, need to keep an eye on them. Ah, you fucking ah, that was language. Sorry about the language. If there's anyone within 5 mile. I flipped that over, got a splashback for oil. I shan't be doing that again. You live and you learn, don't you? Dangerous, this bushcraft life. Sausages are nice though. Black pudding for me is up there with the top 3 items on any full breakfast. I wouldn't say full English breakfast, but we're in Scotland, aren't we? So just call it a fry up. So in a fry up, black pudding is probably #1 for me. Swear down. If you're still watching, let me know right now, what is your #1 item on a fry up? And a close second for me is hash browns, and then probably sausages. It's all lovely and healthy though, isn't it? Everything just fried to death. I could have grilled them, but I don't fancy grilling sausages on this thing. They just end up burnt, black, and then raw in the middle. Tatty scones actually remind me of Ben Nevis in a way, because the first time I ever had them was when I went to Scotland to do Ben Nevis, and I went to the Morrison's and had a fry up there. Just dropped one. Luckily it wasn't a full one, but I won't be eating it because it's covered in dust.
Dust.
Dust. Dust.
Good job I've got 2 more brewing in it. My fire's nearly out though. Chuck one more block on there. Ooh. Oh. Hop. Right then, I'm going to finish these last few bits and this last tatty scone, if I don't burn my fingers, and then I'm going to pack this crap away and then get back in the van. Right Charlies, I'm back in the van, the diesel heater is on, kicking off some mega heat. I've just made a nice hot drink and I'm just going to chill out in bed, watch something and get a relatively early night. So I'll see you a lot later. Yo, morning everybody, how are we all doing? I have just had a sneaky peek at that GoPro footage from last night. I did a little night lapse where I left the GoPro on the roof of the van, and for the first time ever on the channel, I managed to capture the Northern Lights. So on that note, I think that is a good time to wrap up this adventure and this video. I'm going to drive back, drop this van off and get my send home. Thank you for watching, peace out. In a bit.